What's up, Ruckus? Welcome to everyone watching live on Twitch and in the future on our YouTube channel. This is TV&D. It's a comedy role-playing show, but it's got kind of a TV twist to it. I'm your game master, Brian, and I'm here as always with my co-hosts Eli, Carolyn, and Tony. What's up, guys?
Not much.
Is that rhetorical, or do you really want us to tell you?
That was rhetorical. Don't say a fucking word.
There's snow everywhere. I'm trapped in my apartment.
Eli, we have some new toys on the stream. You want to tell us about those real
New
fast?
toys. It's like a fucking bop it now. There's all these things to flick and pull. We got, under me right here. You can now see your chat. Also, if you're gonna, don't dox yourself because it'll be on YouTube. So don't, post your social security number or address. There's also, if you subscribe or anything, over here, that'll show up now with an alert and a little sound. Which, we love subscribers, but if you can't, we understand. And then we also have blurp, as some of you were saying. That's the wrong fucking way, Tony. Don't. I am looking at it so I can point to it with incredible accuracy. You have no idea.
I saw Carolyn doing it. It looks so cool.
We're just doing what you're doing.
Well, that
you do
points,
look cool doing
well,
this.
that
All the
points
cool kids are doing this.
Carolyn, it points nowhere. You're confusing the ruckus.
This?
Stop. Yeah, that points to the actual chat on Twitch. That points to probably their address bar, their URL. Gosh.
I see we're getting a lot
This
of
is where you are right now.
I gotta explain blurb,
Right.
guys.
Brian specifically asked us to keep it concise today, and
and then you guys
glad
came in
we're
here with
doing that.
all this kindergarten nonsense. Now you're acting like a little seal. Blurb is now a thing that you can do if you would like it. You can spend some bits to play a variety of sound effects that I will hear them. The other people will not, but they will be heard by the whole stream and in the YouTubes and stuff. And you should be able to, if you mouse over the chat window, there should be a little blurb extension that pops up. Not where Tony's pointing, actually kind of close to where Carolyn's pointing. But to do that, I'm not sure it works on mobile. That is not my purview. That is, take it up with blurb, okay? Email blurb about that. But
so yeah, that's gonna be fun and weird, and we'll probably regret it real fast. If we regret it, we just bump up the price on it, right?
$100 per blurb.
But all right, gang. So this month we are doing a campaign based on Bob's Burgers. If you've seen it before, you know it's an animated sitcom about a family that runs a burger restaurant. And if you haven't seen it, it's about Bob and his burgers. You should be able to follow along just fine.
How are those different descriptions for different pools of people?
concise, Tony, concise.
Concise. I also want to say that this is objectively the best show that we've done on TV&D.
I think so. But we should probably
Didn't we do the Sopranos?
Oh, good point.
I don't see how
Now,
that.
if Anthony
I like how
my point.
walks
Carolyn-
around with a little
Carolyn
keyboard that plays
used-
parts of effects, then
Carolyn
we can get
used
into
telling Tony to be concise as a segue into talking about something else.
We're being concise. We're getting into it. Okay, so real fast, I am going to have you guys introduce your characters, and then one by one, after you introduce them, I'm going to ask you a question that's relevant to our adventure today. Eli, who are you playing?
Oh, I'm first.
You're first.
I'm Bob Belcher, the alchemist. I can make burgers that do special things. Some special recipes. You could get the sleep burger, the heal burger, the grow burger, or the mysterious arcane burger.
Hell yeah.
And I have equipment including a spatula, of course.
So Bob runs, of course, a fantasy burger restaurant in our shared catch-all city setting. Probably by the docks.
A burger tavern.
Burger Tavern. So today for Bob is a big day. You're both excited, and today needs to go well. Why?
Oh, wait, so this is the question I need to answer?
Yes.
I mean, why would you not want a day to go well?
I mean, that's fair. Why today above all others? Is someone coming that you're excited about? Are you debuting a new burger?
It's gonna be it's like what this is like a philosophical question. It's like, why do you want to be happy? Concise is I'm trying to achieve the goal as quickly as
I
possible.
gotta be concise.
Let's
We're
just
in it
say
now.
that whatever Catch-All City's Bobby Flay is coming by.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
My
Big deal
parents
for
were
Bob. I
watching
like
that
it. Okay, so that would be a big deal. You want to impress this person that could drum up very good business for your burger tavern.
Yeah.
That brings us to
Oh,
Carolyn.
wait, they're coming by for taverns. What's 2 more T's? What's
Ooh.
diners, drive-ins, and dives with D&D?
Oh, taverns,
Taverns, tap rooms.
taverns,
And
tap rooms, and
trollops.
Well, what's a T? T
yeah,
has to be
trollop.
But T has
And then he'll eat at a restaurant, then he'll drink at a different place, and then he'll go to the best whorehouse and fuck a trollop.
Well, that took a turn.
Checks out.
Trollops and turns. And
Carolyn,
taverns.
who are you playing?
I'm Gene Belcher, wizard.
That was so good. Easily better than your body.
I haven't started doing the voice, by the way. Whoever said good voice, I haven't started.
Typecast.
I am a wizard, relentlessly positive and pretty confident. I really relate to Gene. I was watching clips and I was just like, oh, I am Gene.
You do have that keyboard.
Yeah, constantly playing on my keyboard. I have a keytar staff. I have a trash can lid shield. I have an arcane travel grill, packet of incense, some face paint, and a bike horn. Those are my equipment that I carry with me. So yeah, I can hit things with my keytar staff, and I can do magic because I'm a wizard, Gene Belcher.
So, Gene, last night in the basement of Bob's Burger Tavern, something happened. You managed to animate a whole bunch of hunks of ground beef and turn them into little monsters.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I was in the basement and I was feeling kind of lonely because I wanted someone to try out a new magic trick on that had been working out. And so everyone was asleep. So I thought, okay, I'll make some quick meat golems to just come alive and then get rid of them. But then once I brought them to life, I was doing the spell to bring them unto life, and then that didn't work. So they're in there and they're in the basement.
Great.
Now.
Didn't master the off switch.
No.
I think they should be called beefcakes.
Yeah, the beefcakes. And now I've grown quite attached to them.
Oh, wow. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Let's see, Linda. Or sorry, Tony, who were you
I'm
playing?
already so in character. All right, Bobby. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. I'm Linda Belcher. I love my kids. I love my husband, and today's gonna be a great day. Do you know why? Because we're gonna make it a good day.
That's great.
Oh, I'm a ranger. Let's see. I've got ranger stuff. So leather, armor, sword, all the stuff that you need for an adventure. I don't know why I don't have fun things like the rest of my family, but you know what? That's fine. Linda's fine.
That's the general melee class, spellcaster class. Where are all my fun things? You don't get them.
No.
Jack of all trades, fun of none.
Linda, how did you find out about the beefcakes, and why are you helping Gene keep a secret?
Basement beefcakes.
I found out about the beefcakes when Gene ran into the bedroom, probably in his like briefs or something, and said, like, shouted like, "Beefcakes!" And I just went, "Ah!" And then it did that thing with like the zoom ins and the, dramatic stings. And if you've seen the show, just imagine this because it's better than me explaining it. And immediately I was taken to them as well. They're cute. They don't deserve to be eaten, at least not in this form, until they die a natural death, and then maybe we could consider serving them. It's my plan right now to just wait it out until they die so that we can serve the beef. Because
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So this is, of course, a secret. So everyone, I need you to imagine Catch-All City. That's our shared TV&D universe where all fantasy versions of popular TV shows live together in semi-harmony. We zoom in towards the docks where Bob's Burgers Tavern is
Can we just go
located.
Bob's Tavern? Bob's Burgers Tavern is not working for me.
I think it's just Bob's Burgers still, but it is a tavern.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we, as we zoom past the docks, we see the entire cast of the second season of The Wire, which is the dock worker season, just there, but
Yes.
like all wearing scale mail instead of like orange vests.
Yes, we will definitely find out what happens to them in a future campaign. Okay, so Bob.
Yeah.
It's a big day. It's early in the morning. You're heading down from your little apartment above the tavern. And getting ready to like prep for the day. You're opening in, I don't know, a couple hours. And it's a big day. Fantasy Guy Fieri is coming, and you're gonna impress him. This is gonna go well. Your boots hit the fantasy sidewalk, which is probably still just dirt road, dirt path. Cobblestone. A carriage, of course, goes by. You make your way to the door, and from within the tavern, you can hear the sounds of things crashing and like high-pitched screeching coming from within the restaurant.
I'm gonna guess they live in we live above it.
Yes.
So I'm down, and I'm gonna assume coming from the basement.
No, this is coming from within the first floor of the restaurant.
I'm confused to my location. I'm outside.
If you would like to flip to our map, you are at the door of the tavern.
I'm on the map, but it to me just shows a big logo.
That's
Oh
because
yeah, same.
I haven't flipped it.
Oh, there we go.
Aha. Do we all sleep outside? Not important. All right, so I hear a lot of
Okay,
I just
and
kind of
get
like
your daily lettuce and shit.
I got my shipments. I just hear all this like noise, and I just like stand there and listen to it for like quite a while. And it just keeps getting worse. And I'm just like, oh, all right. And then I open the door. Oh, here we go. And open the door. It's like, Gene, probably. What is this?
There are these hunks of beef with little meat arms and little meat legs absolutely wrecking the restaurant, tearing things down. The chalkboard where you always put your clever little burger puns, it currently says Dawn of the Red Onions, which the state of Arizona came up with on our prep stream, has pulled it down off the wall, smashing it on the counter. There is, you can see through the window at the prep station, there is a meat monster just throwing tomatoes and lettuce everywhere. One of these monsters is standing on one of the tables, like unfurling napkins. Absolute pandemonium everywhere.
All right, where are Gene and Linda? They're like,
they are currently upstairs.
I'm just gonna walk straight. I'm gonna drop the. Well, I can't. It's not safe to leave the ingredients, but I think I still just like leave the ingredients on the table and just go straight upstairs. And and then I'm just like, why am I blanking on? Oh, Louise, like Jane or Louise, probably not Tina. You need to explain what's happening.
So we're in your kitchen. There is of course a chandelier over a heavy wooden table. Gene, what does entering the kitchen look like?
I first commend you on this excellent dungeon because it's immediately recognizable as Bob's Burgers. It's very, very good.
Thank you. Chat helped.
So I'm walking into the kitchen, and what do I
yes.
do?
I'm upstairs, so you're walking into like our living, or I don't know where you're going, but that's where I am.
Whatever room.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, not the restaurant. I'm just walking in.
Bob has gone back up to the apartment.
Yes.
You agreed it. You and Louise are now speaking to Bob.
Yes. I say, Dad, what a great day to go spend all day in bed today.
Is it?
I'll get you a blankie, and then I start like pushing him towards the bedroom and be like, you love a foot massage, you should really rest up. And then I get down and start like massaging his feet while he's walking, which causes him to like stumble over backwards.
Jade, please stop being unique for a moment. Look, I want
It's
to have
in
a
my
great
nature.
day. I want to have a great day, but I know you've been working on your magic, and there's a extremely kind of magical problem downstairs. And could I ask you something, Gene?
Imagine. Are you sure it's not something extremely charming and wondrous?
No, not that. It's more destructive. Gene, you know how I told you to? I said, Gene, you can do magic on almost anything in the apartment, but please don't enchant the meat. That's how we make our money.
Don't recall that exact conversation,
Gene,
but continue.
Gene, did you enchant the meat? I feel like you enchanted the meat. There's meat downstairs, and it's very enchanted.
Oh no, my magic's stopped my ears from working. And then he covers his ears and is like, "Wow."
No responsibility. I told Linda.
Everything's fine. Everything's normal. The little meat men, just ignore them. I come in singing and just trying to block the doorway to the downstairs where he's obviously already been. There's like one that's
Linda,
like behind my leg, and I keep moving the leg back and forth.
Linda, I came from there. I don't need to see it again. I know what's happening.
Maybe there was somebody else's meat men, and they left already. Maybe they'll just leave, and then they'll get old and they'll die naturally, and we could eat them.
Gene pops through Linda's arm crook and is like, "Ever think of that, Dad?"
Louise chimes up. It sounds like we have brothers.
Yeah, brothers, and one day you're gonna eat your brother when they die. But for now, we're just gonna let them do their little thing.
I didn't think I'd have to explain this to you, especially you, Linda. Do you understand the connection between our business and our being able to live here at all?
Well, yeah, but do you understand the connection between me and this cute little guy? And I kind of hold one up, and it just doing a total Brian noise. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's definitely the problem. That's a lot of those is definitely the problem.
You can hear, because of course the restaurant is below you. You can hear this slow chanting coming from down below. You can't make out quite what it's saying.
Oh, great!
But it is rising in volume.
Well, now they've found religion, Gene. Is this what you wanted?
That's their choice as meat men.
Look, Gene, I'm gonna make the assumption that you have not gotten to the disenchantment portion of your book yet.
I'm not.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm not mad. I am, but for the purpose of moving forward, let's just say I'm not mad. But we do need to solve this problem. You guys remember famous pyromancer / chef Guy Fieri? Guy Fiery. That's from chat. I'll give it to chat. Is here today, and I think he probably doesn't want to be attacked. So, am I the only one here who's concerned?
Where Linda and Gene are both looking at the little. They stopped paying attention like long ago, and they're just looking at the tiny meat man and like, oh, and they're just like, he's so cute.
It's
Linda's about to make a suggestion that Brian, that you need to find a way to squash, or Bob for that matter. Because I feel like it's in Linda's character now to suggest something like, "Well, Bobby, what if we just gave them like the joy of a full life in a single day, and then we could kill them?" Which I'm sure would become this entire episode, and this is not the adventure you had planned to.
Linda, I think that just invites a philosophical discussion about whether it's better to live knowing you're gonna die or to never live at all.
Smoke begins to rise up into the apartment.
Oh, they're trying to cook. Look, I'm
living
going downstairs. You guys, live your flight of fancy, and then please save our family business if you have a moment when you're done. So I'll leave and go downstairs to try
I'll
to see
follow
what's going
him.
on. Gene,
In a huff,
Gene,
follow him
pants,
also.
Gene, pants, Gene.
How can you contain the Genester? And then he does a little dance in his tidy whities.
Gene, at this point, it's just an E. coli thing. There's so much raw meat.
Fair enough. And then he turns around and goes back and gets his pants. And then comes down with pants.
Great.
Can I get a timeline? What do we know? What time this guy's supposed to arrive? And what time it is now?
Let's see. It's still early morning. I'd say you have a couple of hours.
It's the hour of the rooster, and then he's not coming until the hour of the rat.
That's so many years. So many. How many hours would it be? I'm gonna quickly make a sign that just says "No breakfast" big and hang it in the out of breakfast.
Quickly making a sign in Catch-All City D&D land means like painting something ornately as quickly as possible on like a wooden placard that could be hung.
So you you're back down at the door of the restaurant. Smoke is now billowing out from the restaurant, and you can hear a growing chant of "Eat, Bob, eat, Bob, eat, Bob, eat, Bob."
Who's Bub? Oh, all right. That's not good.
Gene pops up from the crook of Bob's arm and goes, "They know your name."
Gene, you know what? Can you go get your spell book or I don't know where you've been learning magic, but if you could go grab that and see kind of what you've done, that would be a good starting point for us.
Tried.
I think it cut off one of your words. Something tried? What?
I tried. That's it. It didn't work. We tried last night.
You tried to get your skip spell book? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I tried to remedy it last night, but then I befriended them and kind of gave up on trying.
Well, I just mean the book, Gene. I don't mean to be rude, but you're a child, and my reading comprehension is much better than yours.
I do think this could maybe be Linda's kind of turning moment also, where she's hearing the chanting and she goes, "But Bobby, but you're Bobby."
Not only that, look at the chalkboard, Linda.
Realized.
Look at the chalkboard.
Where is it? It's in the normal place.
I don't know, Linda. That's the problem.
So there's fire, there is meat monsters, and they are going to proceed to start attacking. Hey Bob, it's your turn.
Yeah, are we initiative?
We're just using some standard initiative. Actually, I lied. I need to put those into the correct order. Linda, you are up first.
Great. I say, no one eats Bob, but no one. And then attack a meat buster, trying to shoot it through its little face with my war bow.
Just kind of said, I'm like, nobody, Linda, you could be a little supportive. I know I don't look as good as I did when we got married, but.
Well,
I think you're top shelf grade A, Dad.
Thanks, Gene. I guess that makes me happy.
Let's see. Linda, could you roll a d20 for me +4?
I absolutely can, and I'm going to do it thusly by pressing this button.
Hell yeah, look at that.
Oh no.
That's a
no.
9, though.
What does the miss look like?
I think that so where is the chalkboard?
The chalkboard was here. It has since been ripped off and smashed.
Okay, so
people are cheering for us in Blurp.
The arrow bounces off past where the meat monster would have been, bounces off again, and lands where the chalkboard used to be. And I look at my shot and I go, "Oh, the chalkboard was."
Because I think when you get really loud, it cuts you off your voice. Just
Oh, that's where the
technical.
chalkboard was.
Bob, you are up.
I'm trying to figure out like if we have a fire extinguisher. Like, Linda, did you ever get another fire extinguisher? I know we had that argument where, we used the fire extinguisher on a fire, and then I said we need another fire extinguisher, and you said, but we already had a fire. What are the chances it'll happen again? I don't know how that ended, but
No, I remember this. I certainly don't think that I would have been wrong.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There is a fire extinguisher. 4, 5, 6. There is not.
I just want to clarify that by fire extinguisher they mean a bucket of water, because this is a
Yes, of
fantasy
course.
world.
Unfortunately, Linda did not get a new bucket of water.
Well, it's probably a grease fire, so that would be only make it worse. Gene, what spells do you know?
Can detect magic.
Well, I've detected the magic. I think we all detect the magic, Gene.
I cast detect magic on the
It's
fire.
not your turn.
Okay, great.
Okay, never mind.
Gene, I can tell you're warming up a spell. I really hope it's not detect magic.
Gene quickly shifts the color of orb that's forming in his hands to not be detect magic.
Okay, great. So Bob, still your turn. You can still move and take an action.
Trying to think of anything we can do to try to. How big are these fires? Like, what's the deal?
Pretty big. Each square is about 5 feet.
Okay, like at that point, this building is done.
It's
I
pretty
feel
bad.
Eli.
I don't know how to solve this problem. I guess I gotta go get water right up here, but all right.
You're an alchemist. Can't you whip up a water burger?
A
water burger?
That would taste terrible.
I
it would be very
could do it, but
small.
I won't on principle.
Let me see what. Yeah, no, none of these burgers will do anything unless we get hurt or something. It's all right. Wait, here's the thing I could do. I'm like, but Gene's warming up his fucking spell. Is it? Is Tina around? I can still speak to Louise and Tina, right? Even if they're not.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, Louise. Gene's being Gene, so I need you to be the adult once again. And I do. Is there something huge? I'm guessing a giant pot or something that I would use. I want to give Louise a grow burger and tell her to go get a bunch of water from the pier.
Can do. Giant bucket of water. Let's go.
I would also like to try to read Louise's levels of chaos that she's feeling today and see if I should give this to Tina. I really don't think either of them is going to do well.
You can see the fire flickering in her eyes. And something is awakening.
Yeah,
but
actually, Tina, and then I look at Tina and she's already groaning. She's oh, this is like a real Sophie's Choice, except I guess both choices are bad.
Well, Dad, we'll get the water. Probably, mostly, at some point.
Tina's gonna try harder. Tina, here, take this burger, and I need you to go get pretty much as much water as you possibly can and bring it back. And don't stop for stuff. Don't stop for candy or books or whatever you like.
Tina bolts. She'll be back in 3 rounds.
Tina and Louise go off and have an entire side B-plot adventure. That's so great.
While their livelihood burns to the ground.
Well, the Mighty Loris subbed. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Bob. Okay, so that brings us to the meat monsters. Let's see. One comes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another here. And they are both going to try to grab Bob. Let's see. Bob, you're gonna make 2 rolls, 8, 9, 10, and then 12. You need to beat a 10 and a 12 to not get grabbed by these monsters.
2 rolls plus what? Strength?
Yes.
So -1. Okay, 10 and a
Or
12.
you can use your dexterity if that's better.
Okay, so +1. 10 and 12 to beat?
Yes.
That one did.
Hey!
Nice.
Great.
It's like,
So-
I'm prying them off me with my spatula. Why
Hey,
me?
Bobby.
What?
Meanwhile, this one is clambering over tables, getting within range. It picks up a napkin dispenser and shucks it at Linda.
Oh, my napkin dispenser. I mean, my wife.
Your napkin dispenser. I mean, my head.
Let's see. That'll be 11 versus your AC, Linda. That should miss.
I almost got cleaned.
Let's see. One of the meat monsters comes piling out this door. He's a little bit on fire, the beef cooking on his body. And another one launches through the prep window here onto the counter and lets out a war cry. Eat Bob! I think I cut off there.
Yeah, you
Eat
peeked.
Bob.
Eat Bob.
And that brings us to Gene.
So Gene's had a real change of heart when he sees these meat monsters attacking his parents. He is shocked and feels very betrayed. And he says, I thought you were my family, but my family would never attack my family unless Louise does it sometimes. And then he raised so I have a power called ooze form. I'm wondering if that
Gross.
ooze is flammable.
Oh, God. Wait, ooze form?
Ooze form.
So you turn to ooze.
Become
Yes.
a living jelly for 20 minutes. I can also create ooze, I think.
You're asking if you can set yourself on fire, because I'm sure you could set yourself on fire as a non-ooze boy.
No, I'm trying to. I want to ooze myself and then ooze
Bob's like,
over the fire.
Gene, don't ooze yourself. I have enough to deal with.
I'm trying to
Gene.
ooze myself and then use my ooze weight, slime time exactly, Draz, to run over the fire.
Okay.
To
Could
smother it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
to
yeah,
smother
okay.
it.
Okay.
Oxygen. Can I give Gene a grow burger when he's oozing?
You may give Gene a grow burger.
Nice.
We can make that the same action. So Gene, what is growing? You can grow up to like 3 times your size, right?
I want to give the burger
So
after
horrible.
he's oozy.
Yeah,
I
so
want to just
I'm gonna
put it in.
I'm gonna cast a level 2 spell for ooze form and become a living jelly for 20 minutes, and that's got a
use
DC
that
of 12.
ooze.
I've watched Gene turn into ooze. And I'm like, yeah, that's very Gene.
So Gene,
He's got the
And-
same cadence, but he just talks like an ooze now.
you smother the flame.
Well,
Great.
I like Erg. This is existentially terrifying.
Yes, all the slime time emotes. Very good.
Linda, it is back up to your turn.
All right. So that one that threw the napkin dispenser at me.
Yeah.
I am going to take the napkin dispenser and throw it right back at it with a bit of a hi-ya, as Linda might say.
Go ahead and roll plus your dexterity.
Okay, I got these in different browsers now, so now I can see my dexterity in a different browser. That's a +2. Okay, here we go. It is, what did that show us? It's just 16
I have a
on my screen. But
16.
yeah, so that's 18 in total. Hi-ya!
Great. So you throw the napkin dispenser back, and it like sinks into the face of the beefcake, and it just like flumps down dead dramatically.
How big are these beefcakes?
Jesus
I was
Christ,
imagining
Linda.
that they're like gingerbread man size, but to sink into the
They're-
face of it.
They're
Like a teddy bear?
They're of ranging sizes from teddy bear to bigger teddy bear.
This scene got creepier.
Yeah.
Like
Alright.
a novelty teddy bear that's outside of a Rocky Mountain chocolate factory.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly that. Anyway, its beef carcass splatters all over the table.
Carolyn and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
And
When I see Linda like just kill one with this, like, Jesus, Linda, the softball, that softball team you're on is really rubbing off.
Gene-
Pass is really making sense.
Gene leans over in his ooze form and goes, wah, wah, and you see a little bar underneath that says, "Save it for the bedroom. Get you too."
the
Speaking
beef
of the
monsters.
bedroom, Gene, I'd like elbow Linda in quiet. I'm like, that's what Gene looked like at the very beginning, you know? So,
Cover over to a giant blob as Gene. Oh!
Gene,
You know,
weren't
Bob,
supposed
this
to hear
reminds
that.
me. I think that Gene's been going into goo form in his sheets.
Gene's been going into goo form since he was born.
The monsters see one of the other beefcakes get absolutely splattered by this napkin dispenser. Their little beady eyes go wide, and they're murder.
Discord is designed to cut Brian off.
Yeah.
You need like a Brian
Murder.
switch. Holy shit! What the?
Whoa, amiability.
Whoa.
Holy
Holy
shit.
crap.
Whoa, 20 subs.
Holy
Good
shit!
God.
Thank you so much, amiability.
Wow, Amy.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Enjoy those subs. Brian is one of them.
Finally.
Enjoy those. J-Dog, State Arizona, Bimmy Badger, Amaranth, Churgalax, Maliciously Apathetic, Eldritch Raccoon, Duncan Watson, It's Bremley, Bellingster, Mike Troy, Balrog, Huzzah, Star Cadet Cat, Clusterfunk, Sinana Shoe, Tiny Dragadog, Meow Shell, The Black Hat Returns, Marigold Gills, and Worm Before Foo 4OW.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you
really?
so
Wow.
much.
Very
much.
generous amiability. That's
Very,
awesome.
very generous. We definitely
Holy
appreciate
crap.
it. That does help us keep doing the show.
It does.
We'll change what show we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Bob Sawyer, just go.
Yeah.
What's your
Whatever.
favorite show?
You
What's your
are
favorite
quick.
show?
Right now.
I forgot what was going on in the D&D game.
Okay, monsters are shocked and appalled by the murder of one of their own that has taken place,
So a
and
bit
it
of
is
a
now
double standard.
Bob's turn.
Okay. I have an arcane travel grill. Is that like a George Foreman situation?
Yeah, but
All right.
magic.
I'd like to just clamp it down on the beefcake directly in front of me.
Yeah, go ahead and just make an attack roll with like your strength.
Okay.
And also
What
you
if
are.
I didn't use my strength? Because that makes things worse.
Unfortunately, I think it is a strength roll because you are you are an alchemist. However, this is making burgers, so I'll give you advantage on it.
Okay. Or I could just use, I mean, I have the +1 bonus on my spatula. All right. I give +1. Ha. Oh, God.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
The crowd is cheering for my natural one. God.
So I do think you manage to clamp the. I'm somehow trying to pivot this of like you get the burger or the meat guy into the grill. However, as it's like cooking, like it somehow turns it back on you and does a little damage to you.
Oh, God. Yeah. It like I try to George Foreman it, but then they reverse the clamshell so that it like snaps the other way and burns me.
So you
It's
take
like
2
Saloon
damage.
Doors George Foreman grill that could just be turned in either direction.
Yeah, it's like a butterfly George Foreman. It goes both ways. Like, Jesus, Gene, Gene, are you a good wizard? What is these things are strong.
I am.
Gene, if you learned just like one good spell, I mean just one thing that could help me.
Duncan Watson just gifted 5
Whoa.
subs.
Oh,
Guys,
wow.
Thank you so much. This is we are very moved.
Holy shit, thank you so much. Duncan
Yeah, that's
Watson.
awesome.
223.
223.
Can't-
Happy birthday
can't say
on
enough
February
how-
23rd, probably.
Hey. Can't say how much we appreciate that. So as the monster's turn comes up, they are harrowed by their
Oh my
splatted.
god. More subs.
Jwables is gifting subs. Holy shit! And now we got a fucking
Now there's
hype
a
train.
hype train. I don't know. I've never known what that means, but
It's to
My mind's
hype
a little
up the
blown right now.
people.
this is crazy. Thank you very much.
Truly,
Whoa.
truly crazy. Holy crap. Thank you so much. So the monsters, they are entirely thrown off by getting splattered and then one getting attacked with a grill. They are now running for the basement. This one moves, throws itself through the prep window. This one goes back through the door. Bob, the one you're engaged with stays, the other one spucks off as well.
Okay.
Blob Gene,
Also,
you're up.
let me quick rattle off these subs.
Oh,
for
yeah.
everybody. Enjoy the subs, thanks to Duncan Monta and Jewebbles. But enjoy the subs. Paranoid Marv, Irk the Turtle, Shaving a Haircut, The Bottom Hat, I Will Remain, Zapotamus, Jellybone, somebody just gifted again, Wizard
Oh my
Dad, Dresback, Matche Gorm, Reliably Online, Nathan from the Internet, and then again, thanks watching Watchers for 5 gifted subs. The Kenshiro Bot, Atino True Sale, Ian Hockey, Long was here, and Pterodactyl Stowe. And it's happening. Well, thank you for the sub as well. Boo Rules to Flat Ventus.
Yay!
Did everyone get paid today? Damn.
What is this? Fiscal quarter? Is people filing their taxes?
They all invested in GameStop.
Thank
People
you.
just love Goo Gene, I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much to everybody that gifted.
Thank you
Yes,
so
thank you
much.
so much
Appreciate
watching
it.
Watchers of Boo Rules.
Dane's gonna
everyone.
cry.
Thank you.
Yeah, though he has a baby, so he might just be crying a lot right now.
Yeah.
And Bimmy Badger.
Bemmy
He wanted to be
Badger.
the baby that makes him cry.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Bemmy Badger gifted a sub to Wise Kanga. Thank you so
true.
much.
A full-time investment. Oh yeah, hold TV&D stocks. Diamond hands, hold TV&D subs to the moon.
Goosenberg gifted a sub to the Arcano Fiend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stonks.
Thank you so much, Goosenberg.
Guys,
Dribbles is
oh my
gifting
God.
more subs. Oh my god.
The
Holy
adventurous. Brian, shorten the dungeon. We have too much thinking to do.
To make cuts.
Yeah.
You
so
guys are putting Dane's kids through college right now, so thank you.
the Archaeo Fiend, Zeus, spelled with a 7 and underscore, making up the Z, Aquashan, Surgebinder, Alexander Bleak, and Dr. Oatmeal. Yeah,
Good
Today's
screen
burger
names,
is
one and all.
submarine sandwich, which doesn't really work as a pun, but you know what?
Hodel.
Hodel. So
Favorite
Gene,
Game of Thrones character.
Gene is gonna wiggle and ooze through the kitchen and onto the second fire.
Okay, great.
Hey,
So
Lars,
that's
thank
what
you for
he'll
the
do.
subs. The Geneva, the
Oh
Invincible Gizmo, the
my
Hedgehog,
God,
Undead
that's
Red
right!
Dragon, Sorry Pal, and Delicate Sponge.
Holy shit!
People love
I've heard
Gugene!
Woo!
As a bit of
Good.
color to Goo Gene, Carolyn, can I suggest that you cram yourself through the window over the grill instead of through the door, just because it would be grosser?
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Like,
And then you
Gene,
see-
you could have gone through the door. Now everything's gooey.
And as Gene goes over the counter to go through the window, all the ketchup and mustard squeeze bottles get caught up in him, and so he's full of squeeze bottles now.
Gene,
And-
you're
Again-
amalgamating all of the stuff. Gene, just try not to absorb as much.
Some more gross D&D color. These are like they're bladders or something, like sheep's bladders that are filled with ketchup.
Yeah, they're
Gene, you
sheep's
look
bladders
like
filled with
you
ketchup.
look like a horrible Jello from a '60s recipe book. Please.
Ah, a sexy Jello, and then he slaps his goo ass, and
Gene,
it jiggles.
Don't sexualize yourself. You're very
Evan Barris gifting
Evan
sub to
Barris.
Livaloo. Holy shit!
level
Thank
5
you.
hype train. I don't even know what that means. Final level.
If baby.
I mean, Ice-T follows us on Twitter.
Gugene, what is transforming back into a normal-sized, fleshy boy look like?
Is he on the grill when it happens?
Yeah.
That's up to Gene.
he,
I trained
he just-
success.
Woo! I would say so. Holy shit! Thanks to everyone who subbed. This was really amazing.
We're
We're
gonna-
very
we're gonna-
truly made our days.
We're gonna buy so much
Okay.
game fuel, you guys. That berry flavored wind sauce, baby.
Guys,
Worst
very
ad on
seriously,
Twitch. Yeah,
very
thank
seriously,
you.
that does help us keep doing the show, and we really appreciate it.
Yes.
We're all gonna
Thank
have
you so much.
chains when you come back next week. Oh yeah, his
Gene-
clothes are definitely gone. Good point, Arizona.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, right here, Arizona. Like we're on the same page. Gene shrinks down, and the goo falls off him, and all of the sheep splatters full of ketchup start just like popping out of the goo, and then Gene is then sitting on the stove, kind of swinging his little legs, like, and he's just sitting there, and he's still wearing the tight. He's got a shirt on, but he has no pants, and he's like, "Sorry, Dad. Guess it wasn't a pants day after all."
I'm like, well, at least this is a problem I've dealt with before.
Aw, I miss Goo Gene.
Well, yeah, what's still around? One.
Okay, so the fires have been put out. The meat creatures have run into the basement. They've left behind like bloody footsteps of meat juice as they went. What do you do?
They've gone. That's the base.
You clipped entirely.
Tony,
You
we got a
gotta-
couple bits of that.
You gotta
They
lean
gone
back
through
or
the basement
something.
door. That's where the basement is. I'll move my mic. How about that? Linda's just too powerful for this Yeti snowball.
True.
They're like, all right, well, Linda, all right, I have to go into the basement, I guess. I don't know which one of you wants to deal with Gene. There does feel like maybe some level of self-accountability for the ketchup bottles, especially, but
I'll help you kill what I have created.
or that, All right, Gene, I'm gonna have to ask you to put at least underwear on.
He has underwear. But his belly, he says like, I do have them on, and then he pops up and you could just see that his belly was like covering his so it looked like he wasn't wearing underwear.
Oh. You gotta go to some sort of camp this summer. All right, Gene. Linda, do you want to come fight the things, or?
I go wherever Bobby goes.
You got it. Still the volume's
What? Are
cutting.
you kidding? Let me see if I can turn this down. I'll go where my Bobby goes. Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, great. So we got a poll coming up here. As we move down to the first room of the basement.
I also like to put I add to the end of the no breakfast sign, like parentheses, Tina Louise, fire fixed. Please fix everything else.
Yeah, they come back with the bucket.
It's cleaning water now.
Just Louise like drops the bucket, furious.
Yeah, is that true? Someone said that literally everyone in chat is subbed now because of
Wow,
this.
incredible, incredible.
Wow.
Oh man,
Somebody gifted Carolyn. Now she's got those
I
powers.
think I subbed as a joke on Brian's Infinite Dungeon like 2 weeks ago.
that's all I deserve. A joke sub.
Joke subs pay the joke bills.
Yeah, baby. Okay, so we head down into the first room of course, the basement dungeon underneath Bob's Burgers Tavern. So
we gotta change that name. Linda, I think people will just naturally know it's a tavern. I really don't think we
but
need.
how will they know that you make burgers?
No, I'm
in the
saying keep the
tavern?
burgers, drop the tavern. I think that's.
But then how will they know it's a tavern?
Loris gifted a sub to Ghost Rot.
His burgers.
And then there's also a clip that's great. Carol subbed and Brian didn't thank her. And then he has a clip of you not thanking Carolyn for subscribing.
But we can thank the mighty Loris for subbing, gifting a sub to Ghost Rot.
Which I believe now makes everyone subbed.
Yeah. Ghost
Amazing.
Rot 12 1 2 3 4 3, which means their
That's,
birthday is December 3rd, 1943.
Yes.
That's Harris. Hey, Harris. Okay, so more subs.
Yay, Dragon Balls! Gifting to Sunshine Ray. Now everyone's subbed.
Don't
This
gift
is great.
helpful Tony. That's Tony. He doesn't need the sub.
Okay. So we head down the stairs into the dungeon, where, Bob, it's not quite how you remember. Out of ground beef in the center of the room, the meat men appear to have assembled a statue to Jean the Lifebringer. A meat sculpture. And chat, we got a poll coming up. Is there a bunch of meat men having a religious service down here, or have they set a trap? Poll is up right now. Currently, the religious ceremony appears to be winning out.
Amiability gave a sub to Alex Latte. This is
Thank
fucking
you.
crazy.
What is that? Is everyone had GameStop stocks? Is that what happened?
That's what
Everyone
happened.
Everyone rode that shit? All right. There's a big statue of Jean.
Don't undersell Goo Jean.
I'm like,
Which is such a good pun, too. Like, it took until Carolyn saying it the second time where I'm like, oh, that's Eugene.
Oh, I was thinking blue jeans. So
That's also a good pun. It's what Jean isn't wearing right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the big meat statue of Jean. I'm like, no, it's almost as wet as regular Jean.
Thank
Thank
So,
you.
the
Bob's Burgers is a good show. I love Bob's
it's
Burgers.
good.
show. It's the best show that we've done. It's the best show that we've done.
So the religious ceremony has won out. There are 3 meat men like kneel down like Hail Jim. However, there are wet meat tracks tracking through the room to the door. Clearly, the meat men have run through it that you were fighting up above. Oh, also smeared in blood is Eat Bob.
Can we say that canonically all the little meat men are voiced by like Chris Parnell or someone?
Chris Parnell would be very good. He's multiple other characters. Thank you, watchers, for gifting us up.
Thank you
also,
so much.
Degon says
this meat Jean statue, Brian, would that be on like a kind of like a small stone pedestal of some sort?
Yeah, I can't think of a better word for it than, in fact, a small stone pedestal meant to sort of lift something at a slightly higher altitude. Interesting.
Could it be? Oh, I can't use that. Wait, no. Perhaps something like,
plinth.
I think that's about right.
Okay, good.
That's a good one. Chat
you
also
again.
seems to have it down there.
Another gift. That gift.
thank you,
presented
watchers, for gifting to Marshall. Amazing.
Imagine each of these subs presented on a
Plinth.
You like that? So yeah, I don't. We've made so little progress for the best reasons.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the monsters are so enraptured by their religious ceremony to Jean the Lifebringer that they do not notice you coming down the stairs.
I also see Eat Bob smeared in blood. I was like, what did I do? How do they know me, Jean?
I may have blown off some steam last night.
Jean, I have offered to get you a therapist every day.
We're in fantasy times. Therapy doesn't exist.
I offered to get you trepanned every day. All right.
So what do you do?
I don't know. It's like, and I just leaned to Lynn. I'm like, I mean, we can't use that meat anymore, can we?
Who's gotta know?
I feel like they'll taste it. Tastes like plinth. Oh my god, amiability, thank you. Tony,
Yay,
your subs,
amiability.
congrats. And whether or no gifted is Marshall. I guess, oh boy. Well, I guess we just have to attack, but do we want to like plan? I'll just kneel down to Gene and I like motion Linda down. I'm like, all right, they don't see us. Let's think up a plan. Gene,
Thinking up a
Linda,
plan.
the floor is open.
Gene has a flashback
There are no
of
stupid questions or bad ideas.
Gene has a flashback to him giving these things life, and it's like a really sweet montage of them like becoming friends. And then he thinks maybe I can talk to them because Gene has a +2 proficiency bonus to negotiation and diplomacy.
Okay, great.
So Gene's gonna try and talk to them. He stands up and you can see his belly flop over his cute little tidy whities.
Also, Gene, if you can, figure out why they don't like me. That's just a personal thing that I want to know.
Gene says, maybe you should be the one getting therapy. And
the meat men turn around to see Gene coming out to them, and he's like, the life bringer.
my meat men. We don't have to fight. You can run free in the ocean or a pasture or wherever you like.
Ocean? I'm like talking to Linda at the ocean.
Or go back to a fridge because you might go bad if you don't live in a cold climate. You could be we have Icelands here. But this is our home and I ask you to leave. You can leave in peace if you leave now.
The little beef monsters look at one another, and there's confusion and disappointment in their faces as Gene the Lifebringer has sided with Bob.
What, Bob? What are they aiming?
He sides with Bob. We turn Gene into ground beef. We bring him to the grinder.
This is the one thing
Gene,
we didn't
Gene
want to
hears
happen.
this and
Very good sound
screams
effect also.
and dives behind Bob and says, I barely know.
You clipped out at the end there.
Oh, I barely know that guy. We all have to be quiet tonight.
I think Linda's musing to herself. Well, I wonder if they like me.
Combat has begun. Linda, it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going to wait to find out because anyone who doesn't like Bob or my Gene doesn't deserve to live anymore. I'm just going to get the biggest honker of an arrow I have and send it straight through. Let me see. There's no way I could get the Gene statue to topple onto the other meatmen, could I?
Yeah,
Not
if you
more than one.
If you struck it on the base, it could fall off the...
I'm going to attempt to cover multiple meatmen with more meat, which seems foolproof.
Right. Let's see. If you make a dex check, if you roll a 14 or higher, I'll say that's enough to topple the meat statue.
Let's topple the meat statue. And let's do it without sneezing, if I can. Oh, here we go. No, this is just Tony. Press the button. 3, 2, 1. That's a 17 before my
baby.
Fire.
So how do let's see, the meat statue topples, covering these two in meat, just hits with wet chunks. This is death, and they die.
Great. I say, sorry, Meat Gene, my second favorite Gene. And then, I kind of touch Gene's head, but he's like still kind of gooey and wet.
Yeah, don't touch Gene. He can take a shower later.
He says, I'm my second favorite Gene too.
Let's see. Okay, so Bob, it is now your turn. There is one meat monster remaining.
I don't know why I'm so thoughtful this turn about what I want to do. I'm just running in. I'm like, all right, I gotta I have to kill one of them. I've got nothing done. I think my arcane grill is like broken because I critical failed, right?
It's in pretty rough shape.
So I'm just like, I'd like to. I guess see what do I got? What do I got? I don't. I'll take one of my arcane burgers, which never misses, and I can throw it to deal 1d4 plus 2 damage.
It's a burger magic missile.
And I submarine it, and I go, "Hey, why don't you have a taste of your own stuff? What you're made of?"
Good one,
Anyways,
Dad.
Thanks, Jane. Whoof, and I throw it.
They only have 2 HP each, so how does it like splatter and kill this meat monster?
I think it like it just like submarines and then like flattens out and slices it in half.
Beautiful. And it dies in wet chunks as it crawl like its top half like crawls to the remains of the statue.
Yeah.
Aww.
Gene drops to his knees and goes, "No!"
Well, now
I look at the. What were you saying, Tony?
Now I feel bad.
I look at the chaos of the basement. I'm like, oh well, we've solved one very small part of the problem.
Okay, so the door to what you know is the like freezer chamber of the dungeon where you keep most of the meat is in the next room. What do you do?
I want to go check how much is left, and I just like sigh before I open. I'm just like, just one burger's worth. Please.
Well, you do see about a burger's worth.
All right. Like, okay, we have one customer today. We're gonna nothing, Gene. Do not enchant this meat. I swear to God.
Well, unfortunately, so there are boxes, crates of beef to be ground up and turned into hamburgers. Unfortunately, this room is also filled with meat monsters who are in rapt attention on this large plink over here, where the ground beef has been assembled into a large golem with cow horns and a big snout. This is the Cow Lord. And he looks straight out of like Hellraiser, but ground beef, and is giving a long-winded speech with rapt attention about how Bob turns us into burgers, and now we shall turn him into burger.
Gene.
And all the meat men, eat Bob!
Gene, this is like the worst way to find out that you're really good at something.
Gene, in a mirror image moment of when Gene kneeled down and went, "No!" Gene goes, "Yes!" when he sees that there's more
Gene,
meat men
no.
still alive.
Gene, do we maybe have a flashback of you like talking to the little meat guys who were much smaller and cuter at the time? Big, the Mogwais to the gremlins.
Yeah. Gene, what were some of your biggest like complaints about your life and your relationship to me that you shared with some of them? I'd like to imagine you laying on a bunch of sacks of potatoes for fries, like it's a psychiatrist couch.
Totally. We get a flashback to Gene just saying like, he's just always making burgers, and he'd make you into a burger if he could. He might even make me, his own son, into a burger. And
the little meat monster like looks at himself and is like, is that what we're for?
Yeah, you're for burgers, but now you're for friendship.
What? This Bob makes us into burgers?
Okay, time for bed, and then Gene leaves.
we see this adorable little meat monster slowly sculpt himself into a cow. This was my original form. And he's just making more meat men.
I also look at
Definitely Chris Parnell.
Bob looks at the also voiced by Chris Parnell. Bob looks at the Cow Lord and looks at Linda. He's like, it's a little on the nose.
Great. Let me add the Cow Lord to the initiative. He's got a 13.
Unlucky.
And
That's a myth. That's a myth, Eli.
Yeah, it's a superstition.
Okay,
Yeah.
Linda with 15 initiative. You are up. Well, no, you know what? They don't actually notice you yet. Well, actually, that's not true. The Cow Lord is facing right at you on his plinth. And Tony, you are muted.
Oh, I thought that was a bit.
Am I muted?
You
Oh, no, there
you
you
seemed
go.
mad at me. You seemed mad at me, but your voice was not coming through.
Was I muted?
Yes.
My mute wasn't
It
showing.
might be internet. It might be internet stuff.
I did a
Anyways.
flawless Linda impression, saying they have no opinion on me whatsoever. I've killed more of them than anyone, and they hate Bob. Well, I'll show them who they hate.
The Cow Lord is just like, get them, bring them to the Holy Grinder.
Yeah,
Which is of course this thing.
Yeah, which is just my grinder.
Yeah.
Just my grinder.
All right, Linda, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna bring out the sword, because I'm going like I'm aggro, and I'm gonna kind of just brutalize these guys with the sword.
Also, I will note real fast, this blue area is an icy patch because this is sort of like a freezer situation. Moving over it will require a dexterity roll to not fall on your ass.
Well, I'm not going that way. I'm going straight for this guy who's closest to me. How can I double click
Great.
him? Does that indicate him? Does that work?
You can hold down.
Hold down.
He
Oh,
beeped.
there we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm attacking with my sword.
Great. Go ahead and make a strength roll for me.
That is a 9, but it's plus something.
I hate
It's
to be the bearer of
plus
bad news. That's a 6.
A 3. What?
That's
It's a 6, Tony.
I'm upside down.
Unfortunately, you miss. What's the miss look like?
Linda, I forgot that you have vertical dyslexia. It so rarely comes up.
I swing up instead of down by mistake.
Like I dodge it, like you swing behind you, like Jesus Christ, Linda. You gotta
That
calm
would have been
down.
a great swing if it had been in the right direction. I'll have you know.
God, vertical dyslexia is the fucking funniest thing ever. Okay.
This is why I don't let you chop stuff.
Just put it on the ceiling. I'll be fine.
Okay, so the Cow Lord clenches his fist and shouts something in anger as from one of the crates of meat, another little meat monster appears.
Oh, he's summoning them.
I didn't get any of that. I'm born! It screams. And the meat monsters are up. Linda, the one that you attacked, is coming for you. It leaps at you. And it is a 7 versus your AC, which should miss. Let's see. These two are leaping for Bob. Bob, they are once again trying to grab you.
Oh, jeez.
If they're small, so if two of them get you, you are grabbed. So you're gonna have to save against a
Bad
7 and a
rolls.
bad rolls. I expect you will beat those.
Yeah, I'd also if I could make a request of our game master, I'd love to know I just love to kind of a peek in on Louise and Tina's B plot, which we established. So I'll do my attacks while you
Think about that.
figure out their B plot. All right,
So I
7
Oh,
and
sorry.
2. Is this just an AC thing, or this is a fight?
this is you have to beat their what was it, 7, 8, 9, and then a 4. It's a save against their rolls to grab you.
Okay, dexterity.
Yes.
Well, I match one of them,
Okay.
and then I 7 and 4.
They're tied. I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay. So it's just I'm really fighting for it. I'm trying to pry them off with the spatula. Just Jane, new rule: if you want to learn a new spell, you have to learn how to undo it first. No new spells.
So we cut upstairs to the restaurant where I think Tina has a mop and is diligently cleaning while Louise is managing. And is actually maybe even letting customers in, like, yeah, go ahead, take what you want. Can I get like a can I get like a burger? Go make it yourself. You're fine.
Yeah.
Is that goo?
Tina's pretending to form a union with some of the ketchup and mustard bottles, and Louise is union busting.
And now it is Bob's turn.
I'm just getting fucked up all over.
Yeah, baby.
I just
Meat is thicker than water.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'd like to do the. All right, I have a 10-foot pole, which is very specific.
That's like a classic D&D item.
Okay, I was thinking it's a classic, like, strip club item, but I was like that
No,
whole thing.
it's
I'm like,
checking for traps.
So I'm just gonna be like, if possible, like, Jay and Linda to try to. I've got an idea. It's I'd classify it as okay, but if you could back up, that would be great. And I'd like to kind of move myself here. Oh, it sticks to the grid. This is fine. And just like, or actually here. And,
if you hit Alt, you can place it off the grid.
Oh my goodness gracious! Check out Roll20, everybody.
Wow.
And now I turned on the dots, but we'll worry about that later. And then I'd like to take the 10-foot pole and just like spin it in a circle and be like, "Now I'm the grinder."
Yeah, I'll definitely put all 4 of these guys are in range. But it'll be 1 attack roll for all of them.
Okay, trying to wind up. How do I get rid of those colored number dots? Heck, question.
Just
Click
click off.
anywhere else.
Simple solution. So just an attack roll.
Yes, and the state of Arizona brings up a good point. You still are on the ice, so if you fail, you slip.
Oh my god, I'm right on that one piece. No. All right.
But that could help you. Maybe if you roll well, it could help propel your spin to get more momentum.
It's gonna be fine. 15.
How do you weed whacker these guys?
Yeah, I get ready and then I step on that one circle of ice, and it's like Carolyn said, where it's just like I was gonna do one big swing, but I just kind of start like I'm spinning like repeatedly, like a real grinder. And I'm like,
whack them off, Bobby. Whack them all off.
Linda, don't say that.
Just meat juices flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Gene starts chanting, "Whack 'em off! Whack 'em off!"
Oh, Gene. God, I've met your counselor so many times. I can't do it again.
Let's see, Gene, you're up.
Okay, Gene has an ability, a level 1 spell called Animate Object. An inanimate object performs a task the best it
How would
can.
we know that Gene is capable of animating anything?
Turns out I have this spell. I just thought you said that Gene had a spell called Anime Object, and I was like, what, like a gun blade? Gene has a keyblade in his fucking backpack?
Yeah, an EVA unit crashes through the fucking ceiling.
Somebody please use that blurb, but can I do it?
No, Gene casts Animate Object on the meat grinder and tries to get it to grind the cow lord.
Okay.
On the meat
All right.
grinder
I'm
and
going
tries
to. So, what does animating it look like? And then I'll let the cow lord make a save to avoid this.
Gene does like a super elaborate like hand like kind of dance, and then just like sparkles and like rainbow just fucking fly out, and he's so illuminated and like fully glorious, and his hair stands on end. And then there's just like a really like short and very fast bolt of white light that hits the meat grinder and animates it and starts it whirring towards the meat cow thing.
The cow lord is just like, oh no! And he's gonna make a save. What's a fair number for this? 13? That's what I'm gonna go with.
Sure.
Oh no. Okay, so he manages to stop it. However, he is now like kind of engaged with the meat grinder. which is going to keep him busy for at least a round. So that makes it Linda's turn.
Is there like an angle on this where if I were to shoot him with an arrow in like the arm, I could break the cow lord's repellent? What's the opposite of a grip?
A defensive grip.
A defensive grip. Yes.
Yes, I definitely think if you were to hit him with an arrow, it would falter him pretty significantly.
My plan is to hit him with an arrow to falter him significantly. I shoot arrow.
Roll plus your dexterity.
Yeah, ha cha cha, yeah, ha. This is Linda vamping, but also me trying to remember where Roll20 is. So normally I have my character sheet open in Roll20, but now I have it in a different browser entirely. Ha cha cha, yeah, and then I shoot my
That one is a 9.
That is a 9 plus 3? Plus 4?
3. Let me find my other tab again.
It is plus 4.
Plus 4.
So let's see. We need to hit a 13. You hit a 13 on the fucking dot. And go ahead and deal D12 plus 2 damage.
That is 7.
Great. So he gets hit with the arrow, and he falters, and it like takes his arm into the grinder, and it's like, oh, no, and he gets ripped into the grinder, and just meat begins spewing all over the locker. The cow lord is in chunks, little sentient chunks, like
Cheering.
no!
Cheering from Jewel's good sounds.
Looks like Cow Lord has become Cow Lord because he's neat.
The two other little meat monsters immediately just go, surrender!
Bet you have an opinion of Linda now.
There's 2 left and
You're
surrender.
our god!
I just go, I don't care. And I just
Gene
put them in the grinder.
Oh no.
Pinching them off. I know what I've been imagining these as. It's just the Sour Patch Kids from the commercials. But
Yeah.
there we go.
Meat Patch Kids. Sour Meat Kids. Check them out.
Both of those are worse than the other, which seems impossible, but it's true.
So you make your way back up to the restaurant. I think Linda or Louise and Tina are immediately. Louise like hops up off the counter and is just like, yep, no, oh, we're on it, real busy, and it's like somehow worse than it was when you went.
Yeah. Like, where's the bucket?
Huh? What? I don't remember a bucket.
Oh.
Tina has gotten it stuck on her head, and she's like, she says echoingly, she's like, I can't get it off.
She comes out of the bathroom.
Kind of an improvement, honestly.
Something about union scabs, but the scabs are just like scabby pieces of meat men.
Oh,
there you
burning.
go.
Mm-hmm.
So you have saved the restaurant, and you do manage to get it to get everything into like working-ish enough order in time for Guy Fiery to come. And I think he tastes a burger. Yeah, it's not bad. And goes off about his day. So what would be the final shot of
did
this?
They not film it? I guess it wasn't a show.
He's writing it down. He's a bard and will perform his whatever the 3T show is later.
Does he just say not bad? Because that's devastating.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Isn't Bob good at burgers in the show?
Very, but it's been a rough day. And I think the burger was a little still alive.
Gene, I don't want to say this was your fault, but I think you can review the evidence and know that it really was.
Gene says, "I'm well aware."
So what is that? What is each character's final shot of this Bob's Burgers adventure?
I think Linda's kind of like crafted a little meat sculpture of herself, and it's kind of like, there we go. That's more like it. Before kind of like shoving it into the trash with a push broom.
I'm holding Gene's spell book that I got him. That's like, like starter spell book. And I have a big Sharpie and or a paintbrush or whatever. It's not period appropriate. And I'm just like crossing out any spells I consider dangerous. Like, no, definitely no.
Gene's in the walk-in freezer, recently has performed Animate on a head of lettuce. And he goes, "Nothing will go wrong with you this time," and then leans back on the sack of potatoes.
Start psychiatry again?
Yeah.
I think a little song kicks in like the end of every episode,
Yeah.
and it's something like, "Ooh, it's the goo Gene. He's the new Gene. Got no blue jeans." And it kind of goes on like that, just rhyming "ooh" and "Gene" with
Love it.
syllables.
Guys, this was our first Bob's Burgers adventure. I think this is going to be a good campaign.
The spinach that sends emails? What? I don't know what that is, but I don't enjoy it very
Oh, the email spinach. People seem to know this.
All right, kids. So, let's see. This was TV&D. It's our role-playing show. Thank you,
gosh.
everybody, for coming and hanging out. Oh my God, thank you for more subs.
Holy shit.
Really, seriously, cannot say thank you enough for everyone who subscribed.
Yeah,
We're
holy
gonna
and
be able to
also-
send Brisket to college.
Yeah.
Mimic
Brisket
college.
is the name of Dean's son.
He just goes to inside another mimic that's pretending to be a college.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking Russian. It's a matryoshka of fucking mimics teaching each other.
So this adventure went pretty different from how I was planning. If you would like to see the prep stream, that's available right now on our YouTube. I made this adventure with the help of chat, and I'll be doing it again on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So come hang out, help make an adventure to put these guys through, see the stuff they missed, see the rooms we cut, and that's gonna be really cool. Let's see what else. We got a YouTube. You should go there. You should follow it. Subscribe to
Check it out. Our YouTube and our Twitter, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this on YouTube, our Twitch and our Twitter are below. If you're watching this on Twitch, our YouTube and Twitter are below. And you're not going to be watching this on Twitter because it's too long. So get fucked. No.
We got a Discord where you can come and hang out.
Oh, yeah,
that's
it's
been
super
a lot of
fun.
Let's see. I think that's the most of it. Hey, Carolyn, where can we find you on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me at Jacuzzi Tubs with 2 B's. You can also watch every fucking day the show that I write on Venn Download on YouTube. And you can follow that at Watch Venn on socials.
Beautiful. Tony Wilson, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at Helpful Tony, and my Instagram for my art projects and whatnot is at Friends of the Museum. There's going to be some cool stuff there in the next couple weeks for something I'm working on that I can't talk about right now.
Oh, yeah. Eli Uden, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at Eli Uden, ELIYUDIN. You can find me on Instagram at Chili's Restaurants. You can find me here on Twitch at pig_dog, where you can watch me stream Magic the Gathering and play royalty-free jazz music. That's what I've been doing lately. Copyright-free, baby. And you can listen to my podcast. It comes out every Monday called What a Time to Be Alive with my friends Patty Mo and Kath Barbadoro.
Beautiful. I'm at Brian as a Goblin on Twitter. I have a Bachelor podcast that comes out on Wednesdays. It's called the Chris Harrison Power Hour. I do it with my wife, Emily P. Heller, and Laura Bradley, and we slowly lose our minds every week watching the best worst show on television. I think that's it for us. We're going to get out of here. We will see you next week for more Bob's Burgers. Thank you so much, everyone, again, for all the subscriptions. Can't tell you,
Seriously.
You're the heroes today.
And thank Jamie for my subscription.
Yeah, finally,
The most
Tony's
important
subbed.
of all of them.
Unfortunately, I am going to ban him, but
We'll see you next week.
bye, everybody.